Hello Pentesters, this is Puneet from Rapid Safeguard back again with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about JSON Web Tokens. Before we start our video, I would like to introduce our platform called Vulnmachines. This platform is for people who are willing to learn about real-time pen testing, improve their cybersecurity knowledge, and prove your offensive security skills. Then check out our platform and share your feedback. Our weekend labs are live and free of cost. Labs are related to real-time exploits. So if you can root our lab, submit your POC and share with your infosec friends. If you have zero experience and new to infosec, I would recommend our basic labs to clear your concept with the practical. And for that, I have created a videos on our YouTube channel and you can practice on vulnmachines.com. Platform link is in description, and also I am mentioning over here www.vulnmachines.com. Now let's move on to our video. So first of all, what is JWT? JWT full form is JSON Web Token. JWT is an open standard RFC 7519 that defines a compact and self-contained way for securely transmitting information between two parties as a JSON object. This specification allows us to use JWT to pass the secure and reliable information between user and server. So JWT is used for front-end and back-end separation. It can be used with RESTful APIs. It can be used to build identity authentication mechanism using different algorithms. JWT can be signed using secret key with HMAC algorithm or public-private key pair using RSA or ECDSA algorithm. Now let's understand use of JSON Web Tokens. First of all, JSON Web Token uses as an authorization. Once user is logged in, each subsequent request will include the authorization header with the JWT token, allowing the user to access root, services, and resources that are permitted to that token only. Secondly, exchange the information. So JSON Web Token are good way to securely transmitting information between two parties with different algorithms. Now let's understand how do JWT work. Before we understand working, we need to understand how JWT format. So JWT format is very simple. JWT's data divided into three parts. First is header, second is payload, and third is signature. This entire string separated by the dot and encoded in a base 64 URL encode. So as you can see in a blue text, that header.payload.signature, and entire string separated by the dot operator and encoded with the base 64 URL. So first is header. The header contains information about JWT configuration such as signature algorithm like ALG, type of JWT, and key file. So key file is used by the algorithm, and it is used when server require multiple files. So as you can see in the syntax, the ALG is an algorithm where we have used the HS256 and type is a JWT. Now let's talk about payload. So payload is used for the users to store the users data or users information in base 64 URL. So as you can see in the syntax that I have passed the username and admin and converted into base 64 URL. Now let's understand signatures. So signature is combination of header, payload, secret, and algorithm that is specified in a header information. So as you can see in the syntax, so algorithm defined in header, in bracket base 64 URL encode with a header plus dot operator and base 64 URL encode bracket payload and comma secret. So this is the syntax of signature. Now let's understand working of JWT. So during the first request, client send a post request with username and password. Secondly, the credentials verified by this server. So if it is successful authentication, this server generate a JWT, and in the third step, send the generated JWT to the client. In the fourth step, this JWT can contain a payload of data on all subsequent requests the client sent this JWT token in the header. In the fifth step, using the token, the server authenticates the user, and in the last step, the client get the response. So we don't need the client to send a username and password to the server during the each request for the authentication, but only once, after which server issues JWT to the client. JWT attacks. So first is leakage of sensitive information. Obviously, because the payload is transmitted in plain text, and information leakage occur if there is a sensitive information in payload. Secondly, modify algorithm to the none. So signature algorithm ensure that JWT is not modified by the malicious user during the transmission, but the ALJ field in a header, it can be changed to the none. And some JWT libraries support the none algorithm, and this is no signature algorithm. And when the ALG is none, the backend will not perform signature verification. Third is modify algorithm RS-256 to HS-256. So HS-256 uses the secret key to sign and verify the message, and RS-256 uses private key to sign the message and uses the public key for the authentication. So if user can change the algorithm RS-256 to HS-256, the backend code use the public key as a secret key and then uses HS-256 algorithm to verify the signature. And the fourth and last is a key cracking. So if HS-256 key strength is weak, it can be directly brute force. For the lab, visit vulnmachines.com, where you can learn with real-time exploits. So first, register your account. First 800 users, it is free of cost. So hurry up, already 700 teams has joined our platform. So click on the login and go to the mission. Go to the mission, click on mission, and for the mission, for accessing a Vulnmachines lab, it is required OpenVPN connection. So first download the connection file. So here you can see the VPN labs access and OAPS lab access. So download OWASP lab access VPN file and open with OpenVPN software. So click on OpenVPN. So it will open with OpenVPN software and import this file. So import and connect. So after connection, just check with what is my IP, and using this VPN file, you can access weekend labs and basic labs. So just check with what is my IP. So here you can see the IP address. Now let's start with our lab. So go down and click on the JWT. So JSON Web Token, click on the lab access. So our task is to find out how many users are there in the application. So there are two tasks. First task is to crack the secret, and second task is to find out how many users are in the application. So now firstly access this token. So for the token, there is called Vulnmachines username and password. So you can see the user one is a Vulnmachines, and for the token you can see in the application and in the storage. So as you can see in the storage, you can see the access token. So this is the entire token or JSON Web Token, we can say. So this is the JSON Web Token, and let me open in the notepad and separate. So now let me copy this entire token and paste it in notepad. So you can see how it is separated with header, payload, how it is separated with the header, payload and signature. As you can see in a dot operator in the entire string. So just show you the dot operator. So this is the first is a header, second is payload, and third is a signature. So this is the entire JWT token or the entire token. So first is a header separated with a dot operator, as you can see. In the payload, it is also last dot operator, and in the signature you can see. So this is the three strings: header, payload, and signature. Now let's find out the secret. And for the cracking JWT secret, I am using a tool called JWT Cracker. So it is built in a node and easy to set up with the npm package and easy to use. So just download or install with npm package. So npm package hyphen global and JWT Cracker. Pasting this command. So here I am pasting and wait for a few seconds. So just tell you this JWT Cracker need a token, alphabets and length. So in the our first task we need to see the hint. So it is showing that digit and 6 numbers. So 6-digit pin code. So we get the idea. So our secret is based on the 6 digit and it is a number, not alphanumeric. So it's simple numbers and 6 digit. So for the JWT Cracker need a token. So we have already have a token. Alphabets means numbers we will pass and the length, maximum length. So now let's check. Now let's check with JWT Cracker. And in the JWT Cracker, it is showing that the entire alphabets, but we will use the numbers. So now let's JWT Cracker and pass the entire string. So there is a spelling mistake over here. Pass the entire payload, numbers and the maximum length. So we have passed the payload or the token, JWT Cracker token, numbers we have passed and the maximum length. So wait for a few seconds and we will get our secret. So our secret is 052850. So 0850 is something like I have started this platform. So our secret is 052850 and we will pass the VNM. So virtual vulnerable machines VNM in the bracket 052850 and see whether it is accepted or not. So this is accepted and I have added the 50 points. I got the 50 points in my scoreboard. and I have successfully figured out the secret, but still I need to find out how many users are in the application. So again, click on the token, JWT token, and the number of users. So there is no hint at all. And now let's figure out again this, copy this entire JWT token or JWT, or I am using this use to of JWT token. So jwt.io, visit jwt.io for the token. So here you can figure out which algorithm is using. So just paste this entire encoded payload, and as you can see, this HMAC SHA256 is used, and in the identity is passed the 1. So here I am changing the identity with the 3 and passing this my secret that we have figured out before. So 28052850, and let's copy and check whether it is working or not. Let's replace here, paste and show, and something is wrong. Okay, something is wrong. No, not an issue. So okay, response is late. So this is the 401. There is signature is expired. So signature has expired. Okay, again authenticate and see the user ID 1. So let's clear firstly, and again authenticate and show the user ID 1. So as you can see, paste it over here, and identity change with the 3, and this secret, pass this secret, and let's copy and check whether it is working or not. Show user ID. Yes, it is working. So user ID 3 is there. Now let's change with the user ID 4. So identity 4, and copy and paste. And so yes, 4 is also there. Now let's check with the 5. Let's see whether it is there or not. So copy and replace over here, and show. Okay, so user does not exist. So 4 users are there. So we have figured out the 2 of our task. So first we have find the secret, and secondly we have figured out how many users. So our first task was to crack a JWT secret, and that we have cracked using JWT cracker tool using a brute force method. And the second task was to find out how many users are there in the application. So we have used jwt.io and changed the identity with 3, 4, and 5. And we have figured out the 4 users are there in the application. So this is all about the vulnerability, or this is all about the task. Also, one more challenge is there, just giving an idea about that challenge. As we discussed, some libraries accept a no signature using none algorithm. So if you understand, then you can easily solve that challenge and figure out the flag and submit your flag and share with POC with us. Benefits of JSON Web Tokens. So first is security. So securely transmitting information between parties using public and private key pairs. Second is ease. So ease of client-side processing of JSON Web Tokens on multiple platforms, especially in mobile. Thirdly is compact. Because of its size, it can be sent through the URL, post parameter, or inside HTTP header. And additionally, due to its size, the transmission is fast and self-contained. So payload contain all the required information about user to avoid querying the database more than once. So only once the database connection, and that it will generate the payload. So these are the list of CVEs for JWT, where in 2015 the ALG is equals to non-signature bypass vulnerability. In 2016 RS HS256 public key mismatch vulnerability, as we have already discussed. In 2018 key injection vulnerability. So key injection vulnerability is brute force. In 2019 and 20 blank password vulnerability, and in 2020 again the null signature vulnerability. So these are the list of CVs for the JWT. Thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like our video and you think that is valuable to you and your infosec friends, then share with your infosec friends and subscribe our channel. Join our Telegram channel for latest infosec updates. And if you want to learn pen testing, then check out our platform vulnmachines.com. Thank you guys, thanks for watching this video.